So is that the message for every kid? Find something you can tell.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because with this league team that I'm doing.
Do you want to introduce that somehow?
Yes.
How do we start the conversation?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just in relative to what we're conversating about. There's a young lady that plays in our team, but she hasn't been registered, and she didn't really have anything to say the first time she came through, but she was just watching, and then apparently she must have been vaping. Yeah, at 11 years old, vaping, and my daughter had seen her, and then my daughter said to her, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "What? I'm vaping. I'm allowed." And she's like, "No, you're not." And she's like, "Why?" "'Cause my mom." And this is my daughter. "'Cause my mom." Because my daughter knows, I will smack you to kingdom come if I ever catch one of those things in your mouth.
Yeah, a bit like that with our kids too.
My daughter must have said, "That's going to kill you, with this vaping. That will kill you." And she said something along the lines of, "I don't care, I want to die anyway." And my daughter told me this when we got home, and it just made me think about, what these kids are going through that us adults are not really paying attention to. We just see them for just being kids. When you have a whole heap of kids, you just see them all as kids. You're not really focusing on the kid individually. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
So we're just looking at the overall picture. Oh, yeah, it's just a kid. We're not really looking at the kid and paying attention to their actions, their ways.
And their whys.
Yeah. Why they...
So when you talked before about the signs, do you think that kind of actually not thinking that you're worthless is actually a sign that child's possibly been abused?
Yeah. Whether it be emotional, physical, or mentally, kids are not the same as us back then. That's what we need to realize, is that this generation weren't built like us. There hasn't been so many prevention of suicide organizations put together like in this generation. In our generation, we never even spoke about it. It wasn't even, allowed to be spoken about. It wasn't even a thought. Back in our day, back when my mom and them, they never, they would be like, "Boot the ass, harden up." With us, it's more like we're pampering the problem.
So what should we be doing? What's your response to the 11-year-old that vapes, that says my life's not worth living? What will you do? Because I know you will.
Well, I want to find out first who her parents are. I don't want to pry into their lives and be a wannabe, fix it up, everything. But no, I need to understand whoever's in my care, in my time. I need to understand where they come from, who they come from, so that I have a better understanding of her situation. But I will get to a point where I'll talk to her. But she came for that 1-2 trainings and then didn't turn up for the last one. Yeah. So.